ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to the Ultra Broadband Forum 2023. We're delighted to have you join us on the day two of this forum. My name is Sana Assam, and I have the pleasure to be your MC today. Now, with rapid technology development, it propels society and the industry forward. And when the ultra broadband industry is progressing and developing, then lives are made better. Which is why we've invited industry leaders and leading carriers to share their best business practices with us today to learn from them. And speaking of leaders, allow me to invite a leader to the stage, Mr. Richard Leo. He is the president of Huawei Global Carrier Marketing and Solutions Sales, and he will talk to us about embracing new opportunities with premium intelligent connectivity. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Richard from our Caribbeans. Right now, I take charge of global marketing and solution. It's my pleasure to be invited here to give this open speech for you. You're deeply welcomed to our Ultra Broadband Forum. And this is our ninth UBB5. I'm really glad to invite you come back to Dubai, this nice city, to join us again. Today, I will discuss how we can benefit from the era of digital intelligence, maximize the value of connectivity, and accelerate the new growth of our business. At the seventh UBBF, which was held also here 2 years ago, Huawei and carriers reached industry consensus on extending connectivity to drive new business growth. Over 2 years, time gone well. So far, global carriers already increased the investment for their strategy in ICT infrastructure. And take Middle East as an example. Carriers generally focus more on the investing in the fixed network. This is why their business so far grew quickly, and the regional digital economy also developed rapidly. The digital intelligence transformation of industries will accelerate in the future. By 2026, around 100 million households will choose professional smart home services, and the same number of households will adopt the cloud storage. The global market size will exceed 200 billion US dollar for both enterprise network and cloud computing. We expect to see a five-fold increase in the global artificial intelligence computing power by 2030 compared with 2020. Without connectivity upgrades, cloud and AI are just isolated islands. It is impossible to fully realize the value. Better connectivity is the only way we can fully unleash the value of cloud and artificial intelligence. So we therefore need to treat connectivity upgrades the same as what we already done for cloud and AI. To accelerate growth in the era of digital intelligence, carriers need premium intelligent connectivity, which should have the following four capabilities. The first one is smart home and cloud services for households. All of these are gradually becoming more popular right now. Ubiquitous giga connection and evolution to 10 giga are required for new house service experience. Second, to meet the service requirements of SMEs for cloud and internet access, cloud, network, and firewall convergent, is required to provide one-stop solution. And the third, enterprise applications are moving from office to cloud. Multi-branch and multi-cloud connections are becoming necessary. Elastic ultra-broadband, ranging from 100 megabps to 1 giga, even to 10 giga, is required to guarantee enterprise cloudification. The fourth, data is shifting from the centralized processing to distributed computing. This explosive growth in the volume of data facilitates edge cloud innovation. It requires the better networks to provide low latency through restructuring to support the booming innovative services. And the last one is in the intelligent computing era, the coordinated development of transformation, computing, and storage requires computing networks to provide intelligent and lossless transmission. Only in this way, it is possible to fully unleash the digital productivity. So to sum up, connectivity determines the efficiency and quality of the intelligent and cloud access. Next, I will discuss some commercial scenarios Huawei already been involved in the past several years. I explain how premium intelligent connectivity enables digital intelligence transformation in house and enterprise scenarios. In recent years, smart home applications are becoming diversified. Most smart home applications can be connected to the internet through Wi-Fi. For example, we can control the smart lights and the swiping robots over Wi-Fi, and even remotely, we can take care of the elderly. The demand for seamless home Wi-Fi coverage is increasing sharply. Huawei has launched FTTR solution to support operators deliver all optical home networks to users. Huawei has also developed the full series of FTTR deployment tools to assist carriers can deploy FTTR business with high efficiency. Up to now, Huawei has supported more than 30 carriers launch FTTR services globally, and in China, around 8 million subscribers already changed to their bundle to FTTR. In Middle East, the FTTR service has been put in commercial use in Saudi, Qatar, and some other countries. In Asia, the 1 giga at every home package released by AIS Thailand not only increases the package price by 30%, but also extends the contract period to 2 years, 24 months. So, definitely this has to improve the user loyalty. And the FTTR service can also guarantee the service experience of smart home business. Nowadays, media and the live streaming services, all of these, the traffic increased sharply and creating a huge demand for the cloud disk and home cloud storage needs. In China, there are around 93 million cloud disk users, which are annual growth with around 30%. In addition, more and more carriers are investing in the cloud game market. The cloud game user base is increasing by around 40% year on year. It is estimated that the number of active cloud game users will reach to around 200 million by the end of this year. And this symmetric giga broadband with a low latency is a must for home cloud services. And XGPON. This solution provided by Huawei meets the requirements of home and cloud services because it provides a symmetric giga broadband with a low latency. This solution ensures superior cloud service experience even in peak hours. Huawei's latest PON solution integrates modeling with different rates to meet the customers' different requirements in various scenarios, helping carriers smoothly evolve from 8G PON to 50G PON in leading markets. By deploying Huawei's 8G PON solution, HKT from Hong Kong is able to launch broadband, the package from giga to 2.5 giga, 5 giga, and even 10 Gbps. The ultra broadband can enable the new application such as home studio, metaverse, and cloud services. And for the digital scenario of SMEs, we observe two major pain points in the digital transformation. The first one is the lack of professional ICT personnel, and therefore requires, the convenient and adaptable e-commercial style cloud and internet access services. Second, SMEs has concerns regarding and rely on carriers to provide data protection. Huawei's Cloud Network Express, Huawei Cloud Network Express Plus offers one-stop ICT services. It covers private line plus firewall plus Wi-Fi management and extra, and support carriers to meet the internet access, networking, firewall requirements of SME. One carrier in Southeast Asia leverages Huawei's Cloud Network Express Plus to enhance its live network services. The solution enables SME customers to access the internet through the one CPE without configuration. It supports them shortens end-to-end service provisioning from 5 days to just 1 day, and the port demarcation from 6 hours just shrunk to 30 minutes. More and more enterprises so far are migrating their core production system to cloud. In the auto manufacturing industry, a single test in the vehicle collision simulation can generate around 100 GB data that need to be sent to the cloud. So you can see that in the transportation industry, the rate of data transmitted between the clouds for the vehicle scheduling can reach 100 Gbps. In this scenario, the bandwidth need even in the idle hours, even so far, compared with business hour and the idle hour usage is just 1% of the business hour. It's a huge gap, huge difference. Elastic ultra broadband is the best choice of enterprise cloud private lines. With Huawei's multi-cloud backbone and OTN private line solution together, carriers can quickly build a multi-cloud access network. The network is capable for providing the ultra-large bandwidth and more than 100,000 slices. By using innovative SRv6 solution, Huawei assists MTN South Africa to realize one hub to multi-cloud service. MTN is now able to shorten the time to market for cloud private line from months to days. The largest railway system in Europe transports passengers for more than 400 million times per year. With our OTN solution provided by Huawei, one carrier successfully connected the scattered cloud data center for the railway company. It provides ultra broadband and 4-9-level network reliability, citing the benchmark of business success in the transportation industry. In the fast growth of lab sports, Internet of Vehicles, and other applications gives rise to the cloud-based industry ecosystem, such as the edge cloud video and edge cloud computing. For example, recently, with ultra-high definition and shallow compression code technology, TV company successfully broadcast the sports event alive with virtual avatars. This new application requires strict the round trip time. To address all of these needs, the cloud have been moved to the edge metro network, and the network needs to be restricted to have a low latency. In the past, carriers' data centers are located up to it's around hundreds of kilometers away from the end user. The end-to-end latency has no doubt was always longer than 200 milliseconds. However, live streaming requires a latency of no more than 20 milliseconds, and the Internet of Vehicle they need further lower. It's around 10 milliseconds. To ensure low latency, it is how to say imperative to contract a data center-centric network that features of the full match connection between data centers and one hub directly connected between user and the data centers. With 400G plus OXC technology provided by Huawei, carriers can build a low latency and ultra broadband network for one hub cloud access. This will allow them to build a 10 millisecond low latency circle capable to upgrade to 800G, and the lower TCO is around 30%. With Huawei support, China Telecom has built the first 400G all optical transport network in the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau, Greater Bay Area. This network forms an ultra-low latency circle around 5 milliseconds in the Greater Bay Area, and it's around 10 milliseconds in the bigger area, Guangdong province. It enables transmission of massive data between enterprises and computing centers. Leading enterprises are paying special attention to artificial intelligence and computing services right now, which are gradually be put in commercial use already from this year. And computing services requires carriers, the network, to provide high data throughput and high scalability and low latency. So as to enable the intelligent and lossless scheduling of computing resources. Huawei provides AI network tube to achieve intelligent load balancing for the intra-cloud connection within the data center. And Huawei also provides end-to-end 400G inter-cloud connection capable of evolution to 800G between the data centers. All of these can support carriers to accelerate the large-scale commercial use of carriers' computing services. Take the media industry as an example. Shooting films produces massive amount of data, which need to be transmitted across the multi-region. Video rendering also needs a large amount of remote computing power. China Mobile and Huawei jointly create the Data Express service to meet the PB level data backhaul requirements in multi-region to support video post-production tasks. All of these support carriers to reduce the response time to the computing power requirements from hours to minutes. We can see that IF 5.5G and NIT 5.5G standards so far are guiding the development of next generation technology in industries. Key IF 5.5G technology such as 50G PON, 400G, and 800G, and have already been fully verified on more than 30 networks in Saudi, Philippines, and other countries. And the key night 5.5G technology, such as 400G and 800G and Wi-Fi 7, and we call IPv6 enhanced, are undergoing the joint innovation with more than 20 customers already, such as E&, and China Mobile. The deployment of the industry needs to be driven by a lot of new technologies and business as well. Quickly in this way, it should be a positive circle of the input and output be formed. In terms of technology, Huawei is working with carriers and industry organizations to advance 5.5G standard. It aims to deliver 100G backbone network, 400G and 800G bearer network needed with ubiquitous 10 giga access. And in the term of business, Huawei is working with carriers to build a premium intelligent connectivity by realizing 5 capabilities. Together, we are ramp up the commercial use of innovative solution and further unlock the value of digital intelligent transformation in industries. Looking back, industry joint innovation has boosted digital productivity and digital economy. Looking ahead, a new wave of digital intelligent transformation is on the way. As an Arabian proverb goes, no matter how long the journey is, as long as you keep going. Huawei is ready to cooperate with operators to roll out premium intelligent connectivity for mature prosperity in the new era. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Richard, for your insightful speech and for explaining how carriers can maximize the value of connectivity and accelerate new growth in the digital intelligent era. Now, during digital transformations, we need to continuously improve customer experience through ongoing network upgrades. For a deeper understanding of this topic, an excellent resource is Mr. Mohammed Abu Mansour, Vice President of Network Planning and Design from Mobily, Saudi Arabia. He'll share with us his company's strategic thinking and practices. Welcome on stage.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure today to be with you today to share with you what's happening in Saudi Arabia. A lot's being happening in Saudi right now. Don't you believe it? Yes, indeed. Transformation is hitting every industry. In real estate, society, transportation, sports, and telecom as well. Digital transformation is one of the elements that being there and driving the technology towards opening 10GPP society. So I will take you to the journey of Mobily today, how we are enabling this in the country. Before we start, I would be sharing with you where is Mobily standing today. Mobily is having a robust growth in revenue in core and non-core revenue since last 5 years, reaching 4.2 billion US dollar. Mobily is named as fastest growing telco brand in the Middle East by brand value increase at 18%. We have been named as the best in customer experience by CST for 2 consecutive years, which is huge efforts being done in Mobily network from all elements. Mobily also is #1 in gaming experience and in 10 games in the latest reports published by CST. Beside customer to business to business is one of the focus. Mobily is today standing on the largest narrowband IoT network in the Middle East, with carrying 10 million smart meters in the network. Moving forward, with Vision 2030 that we're having in Saudi, the program of 10 GPPS society came from to enable the customers to reach to the higher speed digital demand and increasing traffic and applications going on. So from telecom perspective, there is multiple initiatives being crossed. Started from the national roaming, which is enabled the consumer in rural area to access the networks with higher speed. Okay. Then we move to national fiber upgrade. Then we'll move to gaming mode competition to increase the focus on gaming from all aspects, service and networks. Open access is one of the important things. It's open the coverage of the operators to 3.5 million households, to all operators. It's improve the competition, reduce the dominancy, and give options to consumers to choose which packages that we are going to do. We have Hajj and Umrah and WBB and active sharing initiatives that being ongoing in Saudi today. Going to break down, taking this from a national initiatives to company programs. It was translated to a program that building agile technology, ensuring customer experience, and getting a new revenue. So we want to move from the existing services that we have as IoT and FWA in cloud to new things, focusing on zero touch, AI, open API. So going through, focus on the 4Ds. Digital services, today we are having IoT platform, we are having cloud gaming. Digital customer experience, we are enabling the CM and the application to the customers. Digital operation, one of the important elements that enabling the AI and the automation to reduce the time to fault management and improving the efficiency. For the digital infrastructure, we'll talk about it now. Now, for the network experience, services experience, and operation experience, we'll take it from network experience. We are focusing on coverage and scalability. This is the important elements that to improve our reach to the customers and have a scalable network to reduce the time to market, to address the requirement of the customers. For the services experience, which is where is the customer is, we do care about reliability and latency. And for the operation experience, this is where is come the applying the operation efficiency and experience involved to reduce. So we will take you now in the detailed approach about each element of these elements. When we're talking about network experience, Mobile is having one of the largest fiber networks in the region, which consists of more than 60K of fiber optics in backbone and metro. It is covered by, it's covering WDM of more than 1,000 sites since 2 years, with FTTH of 500 OLTs. We have part of our fiberization program, we are covering more than 3,000 GSM sites. For the user coverage, we are having open access hold to 3.5 million households. And how is this happening? In the backbone, as we see that we upgraded our network from 100G to 400G 2 years ago. Today, the network is ready for 800G as the first network ready in Middle East, in our capital in Riyadh. It's a connectivity between data center to a data center. So, moving on to the metro, we push the optical towards the customer. We simplified the network and architecture. For the access, we are going in a journey, opening from GPON to 10 GPON and ready for 50 GPON seamless platform. Focusing on the network, don't forgetting the customers. So the customers is demanding today. Day by day, the traffic and experience is being increasingly requiring higher bandwidth to perfect services of 4K, 8K videos, and huge gaming. In Saudi Arabia, the requirement is very high. The population is youth, requiring higher bandwidth. So we expanded the network. For the smart home, we upgraded the mesh Wi-Fi, introduced it, and FTTR, that the homes in Saudi is quite bigger. and thick walls. So it's required a special solution to reach the customers and provide them with multiple connections. For the ultimate gaming, now in 2022, 2021, gaming was taking a lot of our time and focus to improve the latency. So we were focusing to use soft techniques, hard techniques, multiple path optimization from all aspects of the networks to improve the latency. And I could share with you one example of improving the buffer blot. So at the beginning of 2022, we were reporting in the buffer blot which was a KPI of latency and measuring the gaming experience among other applications in the services. So we were having a very bad value at that level. We worked day and night with all the teams to improve the quality of service end to end, to improve it to zero. With all these success stories that we have to introduce, so we'll be moving to the more of relevant part of the autonomous network and operation excellence that we are focusing on right now. We are working to have a self-automated network from all angles, to have self-healing, self-assuring, self-automating, and self-controlling. We'll talk about this in few examples that in details in the coming slides. In self-fulfilling congestion, we deploy the digital tool to address any latency or congestion in the right time to a perfect path and move the traffic to the ultimate path. Then for self-healing, we introduced the WSON, which has increased the reliability and the latency, proved it immediately. We have improved the reliability from 4 nines to 6 nines. We have improved the restoration time from minutes to seconds. For self-assuring, we have addressed the weak ports identification to enable a port recovery. By having all of this, this is a non-stop journey to have digital transformation, to go with enable the smart cities, government, campus. We have goals to be enabled from 10 GPON to 50 GPON, from 400G to 800G, from partial intelligence automation to full AI and automation. This journey will not stop. Part of our vision to have a complete autonomous network in the future. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and wish to see you with another success story in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed, for your insights. Now, home broadband services are booming around the world. Up next is Ms. Suni Rutanaranrat, Head of Fixed Broadband Marketing from Advanced Info Services, covering the topic of how to deliver premium digital life experience by seizing opportunities in service innovation. Welcome, Ms. Suni.
Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to the conference. I am Suni Rojana Olarat, Head of the Fixed Broadband Marketing from AIS. Today is my pleasure to present the innovation in home broadband to deliver the premium digital life experience. For Thailand, we have around 66 million people, and AIS is the leading in the FMC telecommunication operator. So AIS aiming for our digital strategy for the cognitive telco, which means we want to transform from the traditional communication service provider into the cognitive technology company and bring the best and premium experience for each customer with the distinctive experience. Our mobile already have 5G nationwide. We have about 45.3 million for 5G customer. And for the broadband, we have about 2.3 million households right now. And we also have other like enterprise solutions and also the digital service like cloud, IoT, ICT, and the digital payment. Yeah. For the broadband, under the brand AS Fiber, we are the fastest growing operator in Thailand. We have the network rollout for full 77 provinces, and the fiber coverage is about 8.8 million households. Currently, the penetration in Thailand is just only half, about 50%. So there are plenty of the opportunity to penetrate. And our Giga package is about 30%. So about the insight that we have the data, we see that customer trend is changed. From the entertainment center, is changed to the diversified center. You can see that the smart home traffic increased about 7 times. By the games, the online gamers spend more time, about 5 times. And especially for e-commerce and the storage, the traffic increased significantly by 10 times. So for AS, we have to serve this kind of diversified needs for more device usage at home, for the speed that need a higher speed, for the coverage that need everywhere, and for the people that use with their various behaviors. For AS Fiber, our strategy, we want to become the most as-minded digital live internet service provider in Thailand. Therefore, we separate into 3 phases. The first phase, apart from the network rollout, we accelerate with the speed, starting from 100 meg to 1 gigabit. And currently, we can provide up to 2 gigabit. Yeah. For the second phase, we want to strengthen the experience of the home Wi-Fi network to be the gigabit speed at home in every room. And for the third phase, we aim to go for the digital life like a smart home or beyond the connectivity to serve the customer trend in the future. So for doing this, the innovation is very, very important. We as a AIS, we keep doing as like the pioneer because we launched the fiber broadband at the last ISP. So our strategy, our working motto is about forward, better, and simple. We continue doing new things, innovative, with better experience for the customer and easy for them. You can see we launched the fiber broadband at the beginning. We launched purely with the FTTX fiber 100%, which is the speed by that time in competing with other that have the VDSL or copper. The fiber speed 1 gigabit is very remarkable on that time. And apart from the speed, we also focusing on the innovation in terms of the device. the device technology and also the new service and the customer experience throughout the 8 years. My proud is that we as a AS Fiber, we are the #1 in the user experience. So innovative is the core competence for us. We firstly launched the scenario-based broadband in Thailand. And the second one, we launched the FTTR that's built all the room have speed 1 gigabit, and FTTR will bring the home to be the smart home in the future. So for the first example on the AI power package, we have experienced monetization by using the AI router and its technology to help prioritize for the traffic that we aim for the target group. This priority traffic will go with the Wi-Fi slicing and accelerate the speed to be go with the fastest VIP lanes. So in this, we launched the FMC package we call Powerful Advanced. In this package, we aim for 3 segments of the target group. The first one is the gamers. The second one is the work and learn people. And the third one is the live and streaming customer like the online merchants. So I have the video to explain in more detail. Let's see the video.
AS Fiber มาพร้อม Wi-Fi อัจฉริยะรายแรกและรายเดียว
Wi-Fi อัจฉริยะ
Wi-Fi อัจฉริยะจาก AIS Fiber สุดล้ำด้วย AI ช่วยจำแนกและจัดลำดับการใช้งาน และ Wi-Fi Slicing ช่วยจัดสรรการส่งข้อมูลทำให้สัญญาณไม่กระตุกให้คุณไม่พลาดที่จะได้เป็น MVP เร็วกว่าใครและเพิ่มความเร็วหน่วยประมวลผลจะประชุมออนไลน์ก็ไม่สะดุดเพราะเรารู้ว่างานคุณสำคัญที่สุด
ขอบคุณครับ
Here we go หรือจะไลฟ์ขายของก็ลื่นไหล4F กันมารัวๆเลยนะครับ
นี่แหละครับ Wi-Fi อัจฉริยะ
แพ็กเกจเน็ตบ้าน AS Fiber Power 4 Advanced มาพร้อมกับเราเตอร์อัจฉริยะและยังมีซิม 5G พร้อม Entertainment จัดเต็ม AIS Fiber Power 4 Advanced bringing you premium experience
Okay, at the result, the latency at home reduced by 50%. Therefore, all the activity that our target group have done is very smooth and have the better experience. Okay, for the second one, we are proudly that we launched the FTTR by this Q1 this year. So with the ultimate coverage that FTTR can provide the gigabit home network at home. And for Thailand, for the big house, it's quite a big challenge for the speed, 1 gigabit. Even though we have about 30% for 1 gigabit package, but the speed is not much equal to 1 gigabit because of many Wi-Fi coverage problem. Therefore, AS have launched this FTTR we call the whole home fiber solution, 1 gigabit every room. So we launched firstly in Bangkok, expand to 27 provinces, and we roll out nationwide. So FTTR is nearly the 1 gigabit for every room. We have bring the home fiber network into customer house, and they can enjoy their digital life experience with many things that need the speed of 1 gigabit with the seamless home Wi-Fi network. And for doing this, it is quite new in the market. So the go-to-market strategy is very important. Therefore, we position this service first at the premium service. And we aim for 3 points. The first one is the right target segment. The second one is the package and offering design. And the third one is the professional installations. For the first one, the target segment, we aim to target for the big house or the house that have the multiple floor or the house that have the Wi-Fi barrier issues. Because these customers in this target group, they are really concerned on the Wi-Fi coverage and stability, and they have affordable to pay. And for the second things, for the package design, since we aim for the 1 gigabit every room, we have ladder in 3 type of the package for 3 room, 4 room, and 5 room, up to customer requirement, how many room they want in FTTR for their family. And thirdly, because it's a premium service, the installation is very important. We have the professional installation with, we call the fiber guru. They go to survey and talk to the customer to lay out it properly. With the transparent fiber, which is very, very thin, small, and very invisible fiber. So the installer have to install it with very, very neat in order to deliver the best delivery experience for the customer. In order to let the customer understand quickly on what is FTTR and how can they enjoy for this service, we have launched the video for this. Let's see the video.
AIS Fiber Home Network Solution นวัตกรรมเน็ตบ้านด้วยเทคโนโลยีการเดินสายเคเบิลใยแก้วโปร่งใสครั้งแรกในไทยส่งตรงอินเทอร์เน็ต1กิกแรงทั่วทุกห้องของบ้านคุณโดยทีมผู้เชี่ยวชาญที่พร้อมให้บริการเหนือระดับการันตีคุณภาพตรงเวลาแบบครบวงจรตั้งแต่การสำรวจและกำหนดจุดติดตั้งภายในบ้านอย่างละเอียดเพื่อตอบโจทย์ไลฟ์สไตล์ของคุณอย่างทั่วถึงด้วยสายเคเบิลใยแก้วโปร่งใสนวัตกรรมใหม่ล่าสุดจากผู้นำด้านเทคโนโลยีระดับโลกและอุปกรณ์ติดตั้งล้ำสมัยที่จะหลอมสายเคเบิลใยแก้วประสานเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกับตัวบ้านอย่างกลมกลืนดำเนินการติดตั้งอย่างมืออาชีพตั้งแต่การตรวจสอบและเตรียมแนวเดินสายอย่างพิถีพิถันการติดตั้งสายเคเบิลใยแก้วโปร่งใสตามแนวเดินสายที่ถูกออกแบบมาอย่างดีให้เข้ากับตัวบ้านอย่างแนบเนียนจนคุณไม่สังเกตถึงความแตกต่างหลังการติดตั้งพร้อมตรวจสอบคุณภาพสัญญาณทุกจุดหลังการติดตั้งทันทีให้คุณมั่นใจได้ในประสิทธิภาพของเทคโนโลยีและทีมงานของเราสัมผัสประสบการณ์ดิจิทัลที่ไม่เหมือนใครกับ AIS Fiber Home Network Solution เน็ต1กิกแรงทุกห้องของบ้านจากผู้ให้บริการนวัตกรรมเน็ตบ้านด้วยเทคโนโลยีการเดินสายเคเบิลใยแก้วโปร่งใสรายแรกในไทยจาก AIS Fiber
So as the result is improving. So for the operator, of course, the ARPU increased by 30%. And for the customer, the better experience for the download speed increased 60%. The latency reduced about 20%. And of course, they are very satisfied with the better NPS score and customer engagement as well. Okay, this is our honors. AS Innovation was recognized by the industry. We won the Innovative Award. For the example that I show for AI router and FTTR, we have the Broadband Telecom Company of the Year 2023 from the Asian Telecom Awards. And our CEO, Kun Somchai, also get a CEO of the Year as well. And the other award is the CV Award winner from innovation service excellence. So we keep doing this for the innovation to improve our premium experience for the customer. AS innovation for AI acceleration and Ultra Giga Broadband or FTTR comply with our branding forward, better and simple. And the new innovation that we aim to improve is enhance our positioning on the innovation leadership to be the cognitive home broadband provider in Thailand. And we always do is for the customer. Customer need is our driving force. We think first, we do first, and we will keep developing to uplift the new experience for the customer and the new standard for home broadband in Thailand. And thank you, Huawei, for being the good partner to support us on this kind of innovation. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Suni, for that wonderful speech. Much appreciated. Very inspired thinking, and we appreciate AIS's initiatives and service innovation. To continue on this topic, we have with us Mr. Riku Parni, the CTO of Lona, and he's joining us today to talk about how his company ensures continuous network evolution and improves home broadband quality. Mr. Riku, the stage is yours.
Hello and good morning. I'm honored to be here today to tell our story about the evolution of our broadband and how we see the future of that. We come from Finland. We are one of the biggest telcos in Finland with quite extensive B2C and B2B ISP MSP portfolio. We try to grow as fast as possible in the fiber landscape. We see like huge traction right now coming in Finland. We have our footprint expanded from southwest of Finland to nationwide, and only last year we launched Lona Fiber in 20 new cities and regions. We have a laser focus in fiber. 90% of the investments are going to fiber, and operations are ongoing in various stages, I'd say in 100 cities and municipalities. Finland is a challenging country to build fiber in the sense that it's quite big, 340,000 square kilometers, full of lakes, full of islands, and the population is only 5.6 million. So we are I think, the less dense countries in Europe, if not in the world. But we excel in digitalization. We have always embraced the technology and have been adopting new technologies, whether in public organizations or in business and in our individual lives. But we do not excel still on fiber. Only 50% of the country's homes are passed. So there is a lot to do. One reason, of course, is that we come and reside up north, and many months of the year, the country pretty much looks like that. So there is snow and the ground is frozen and there is no fiber to dig on those months. We have a proud history of over 100 years, 135 years or something, coming from telephone company, transforming to XDSL towards IT, MSP services. And at some point in the 90s, early 2000s, we need to make basically the decision when we saw that the telephony was going to mobile, whether to go and become a mobile operator or continue with the fixed. We ended up helping to build 2 mobile operators in Finland, but sold those and continued to be a fixed line operator. And since then, the focus has been on broadband and especially in the 2000s in fiber. We started the rollouts seriously in 2007 and have had the 1 gigabit service over 10 years already. Launched 2 years ago, 10G service for the early adopters. And the full offering is symmetric. And now with our friends with Huawei, we are pushing to get to the 50G PON era. And of course, at this stage, to show the superiority of the fiber, we still have years to go forward so that the end user devices can truly use 10G and faster services. But we just want to show for the market that the fiber is the way to go. Why we push the speeds is easy to understand if we look around us that we are in the verge of the next digitalization. We are virtualizing everything around us and will basically merge the physical and digital worlds into one. The digitalization that we have been used to use with our mobile devices and in our laptops and so on is going now everywhere. It's going to our glasses, to our eyes, to our clothing, to our house and surrounding things that are there. So basically the digitalization is not anymore in the device, it's around us. And we will immerse ourselves in this kind of a mixed reality to shop and to work and for entertainment, of course. And to enable this, we see that we need the ultra-fast broadband. We need to go to the gigabit era and fast. Of course, we need the cloud and cloud services. We need AI computing, and robotics, whether it's autonomous cars, home robotics, or in the industry and in the workspace. But today, let's focus on the broadband. I've been around 20 years building broadband, and I can say that every year someone asks me, why are we introducing new speeds and who's going to need it? This is the eternal question. So in a way, it might be easier to explain the future to looking at the past and to see that we are truly the enablers of the future. Going in the 90s to the 2000s, the World Wide Web was something totally different than it is today. And we had dial-up, we had maybe some fixed services to go to the internet. It was text, it was images, it was basically nothing else. But then we made the 1,000-fold leap to bring true broadband to our customers and go to the megabit era. And we see the explosion of social media, streaming, user-generated content, cloud. All this can be explained when we brought the broadband. And now we see we are taking the next 1,000-fold leap in the speeds. And we see new emerging technologies, VR, AR, XR. We talk a lot about metaverses and all kind of virtual worlds. We talk about AI, machine learning, and all of this that we are putting our clouds to work. Smart homes, smart industry, smart factories, eventually smart cities, all will require this new gigabit era and the ultra broadband. So our message is, it's easy. We just create the capabilities. The services will follow. The pipes are always full. They have been for decades, and they will be going to be in the future also. And that's why we build fiber, because it's the superior technology for all the services that are visible in the seeable future. Whether it's a home customer, business, or public organizations, they will all rely on these long-lasting infrastructures that we are building, and that's based on fiber. And one other thing is that, as we heard in the previous presentations also, that the fiber is going closer and closer to the user. We've built fiber since the 80s in the central locations, between cities, between nations. And in the 2000s, we brought the fiber to support the copper broadband in the MDFs. In the 2010s, around there in Finland, we built most of the apartment buildings and the city centers with fiber to support the ever-growing need for capacity. And still we're going with the last mile or last step was copper. And now in the 2020s, we have really waken up that we need the fiber everywhere. And in the next upcoming few years, we will be building the fiber in every home in Finland. We also believe that the story doesn't end there. We will continue to go forward in the house to the rooms. So the FTTR is, in our point of view, also a reality. In access, our current choice is XGS-PON. We have some point-to-point, we have some GPON, but the main building block today is XGS-PON for FTTH, and that's the selected technology. We are looking into 50G PON, as said. We have been trialing and testing it this year and want to bring it to just to showcase everybody that where we are going and what's the future we bring. The aim, of course, and the beauty of the PON networks is that we can reuse existing resources to reduce the cost to going from next generation to the other. As we are now going from GPON to XGS-PON, we can use the ONTs at home still and just change them when the customer requires more speed. We also deploy and provide cable TV services still on top of the fiber network, and this is also a perfect fit for us to use on networks. But of course, the customer, they don't buy the technology, they buy the experience. And that's where the real focus of our work is, of course. We take care and responsibility of the services that we offer and do the continuous improvements in root cause analysis and such to drive down the faults and incidents in the network, to push it to 5 nines and looking how do you realize the next one to go to the 6 9 eventually. We are proud to say and happy about the customer satisfaction that we are in the Net Promoter Score of 50. And all of this is awarded also by Ookla, for example. We are the fastest network, fixed network in Finland. And we are not only the fastest, we are actually also providing the best latency and the best consistency also. So this is the real work. And to keep the pace of customer requirements to enable the high capacity, the low latency, and the consistency, the reliability of the networks, we also are looking into in-house solutions. When the mobile operators, at least in Finland, are trying to solve this wireless from outside in, for us it's much easier to look at because we are already at the corner of the house to go and move forward with the Wi-Fi that is an existing ecosystem inside the house. It's easy to adopt, it's easy to deploy, and it's easy story to go forward with the FTTR maybe also in the future. 80% of the data is consumed indoors, and the proportion will only increase with the use of entertainment and video and such. So for us, the Wi-Fi will complement nicely our FTTH solutions, and the FTTR looks like the best solution of them all to really achieve the required high speed, high capacity, low latency, and the best possible quality. We don't see any other way to do that. So, it was all about speed at first, but I think we have the speed covered. And then the customers became concerned about the latency. And when we introduced fiber services, of course, that is also one thing easy to solve. Then more and more, as we adopt new services in the digital realm, we become more dependent on the networks also, whether it's at home or at work. So we need the consistencies. We need the reliability of the network. And that is what we are solving and taking the pain points of the customer. And when we are connecting more and more equipment, sensors, devices, and appliances at home to the network, it becomes also more complex. It's very hard for regular consumer anymore to understand all the complexities to set up their own networks and to have it done reliably. So that is our job, of course, to next solve the easy. How do we make it easy for our customers and take the complexity out of the equation? And this is what we are now trying to solve with the in-house solutions to provide them as a service. Technology-wise, we've become from FTTC to FTTB, now building FTTH, and the next step for sure, FTTR. And speed-wise, just jumping to the gigabit world and going increments to 10G and beyond. Everything will be connected wirelessly. That's a fact and will be a fact in the future also. And that is what the customers will require now and in the future. Customer has been worried about the devices. Is my device secure? Is my phone secure? Is my laptop secured? Is my data secure on those devices? But I think we are more and more moving to new kind of reality to understand that we need to secure the home. It's not anymore about securing the devices when we have tens of devices connected throughout the home and we have the data scattered all over in different cloud services. So we need to approach the secure side of the broadband also more holistically than before and really start to understand how to provide services that we can say for the customer that yes, your home is secure. Lastly, I wanted to bring also a slide about sustainability. We in Loune have committed to be carbon neutral in our own emissions this year in Scope 1 and Scope 2, and the work continues in the Scope 3, which is, of course, most of you know, is the hardest part. But in the end, by far, the biggest impact comes from the large carbon handprint, the positive impact that our digital services bring to this world. And in the end, it's our digital services that enable the better tomorrow for people and to our planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Riku Pärni. Kiitos, as they say in Finland. We really appreciate the insights shared with us. And let's go from Finland to Hong Kong. Today we have an organization, a leader that has been really focusing on the gigabit strategy and providing diversified home services for users. So we have with us Mr. Derek Choi, Senior Vice President of Hong Kong Telecommunications Limited. He will give a keynote speech titled Leading Network Enabling HKT Gigabit Broadband Success.
Hello everyone, this is Derek Choi from Hong Kong T. Today I'm going to share our experience of gigabit broadband successful cases, and also I'm going to share the roadmap of HKT in different areas in broadband. So first of all, I will introduce Hong Kong to you guys. Hong Kong it's not big. It's an island about 1,106 kilometers square. And we are highly densely populated. We got 7.3 million population. You can imagine there are lots of people in Hong Kong. And we have a lot of high-rise commercial and residential buildings. So it's easier for us to roll out the broadband and mobile, and also other services. We got one pay TV operator and three free TV operators. For the residential telephone, we got 78% penetration. And on mobile, we got people got 3.2 SIMs with the support of 5G network. And the broadband, we got 2.9 million broadband subscribers, 99% broadband penetration, and among which 66% got the fiber. Hong Kong T is the leading telco in Hong Kong offering corporate services. We are the leader in each of the service. First, mobile, we are using the brand CSL and 1010. We are the leading mobile operator in Hong Kong. We got extensive 5G network coverage, and we are the first mobile operator to launch the 5G service in the mass transit railway network. This is a major public transport in Hong Kong. And the broadband, we are also the market leader. We got the most fiber access to the Hong Kong population, and among which 90% with 10 gigabyte coverage. And we are the first to launch 2.5 gig and 5 gig and 10 gig in Hong Kong. For the fixed line, Hong Kong T actually started operation more than 100 years ago, and we are the first fixed line telephone operator. So we are still operating the fixed line, though the penetration has declined because a number of people shift to mobile usage. But we are still the most reliable fixed voice network service operator. But because of which, we shifted the target to the family segment with kids or elderly who has a demand of a fixed line and they are in need of a fixed line service. But we bundled different value-added service to the fixed line. We add some tablets and also AI robots to serve the family segment with kids so that the kids can learn the English or STEM from our devices, like the AI robots, and also from the tablets. And the last, but not least, the pay TV. We also operate Now TV in Hong Kong, the only pay TV operator. But we are the pay TV market leader in Hong Kong. And also, we have most comprehensive sports content, such as the Premier League, UEFA Champions League, also the Grand Slam tennis and golf. We have the most exciting entertainment content like HBO. We also partner with Netflix. In last year, we leveraged on our broadband. We launched the first Android TV box in Hong Kong so that we can leverage our broadband capability to launch all-in-one entertainment and smart home hub through the Android TV box. So we talk about the broadband market in Hong Kong. Though we have vast penetration of fiber access in Hong Kong, but 1,000 megabytes of broadband has become a commodity and become homogeneous. No, not much differentiation in Hong Kong because every operator already offer 1,000 megabytes. And the ARPU has dropped due to the fierce cutthroat price competition among operators. And the lowest price points can go as low as $10 US. So over the years, we launched different value-added service to sustain the ARPU. So the most important value-added service we have launched is Now TV, which we launched 20 years ago, so that when the consumers install the broadband, they can also bundle the entertainment with the broadband service to sustain the ARPU. And besides, we also do the QoS on the gamer line. So when the gamers use our line to play games, we guarantee a better or a higher priority on the bandwidth. But of course, we will charge additional premium for this service. And in-home connectivity, Wi-Fi is getting more important in Hong Kong, I believe in also other parts of the world. So fiber to the home isn't enough to guarantee the better service. We need a better Wi-Fi too. So we do offer different Wi-Fi value-added service to our consumers. And the last value-added service we launched is the Navigator Shield. The shield means protection because nowadays we got so many phishing emails, malicious websites, many frauds. So we try to protect our consumer against those fraud attack. So we have a list of the malicious websites or email servers installed in our server. So when any this email come in, we will filter out from their servers. So we of course charge for this service. So this is another value-added service. So there are many other minor value-added services we have launched, but those four are the most important and more popular value-added service in Hong Kong. So I think the value-added service help us to sustain the ARPU, but we continue to invest in the network with the help of Huawei, because if we don't invest, we will be quickly get behind from our other competitors. So I think a few years ago, we already built a network with 10 gigabyte capability. So now on our shelf, we can offer from 1 gig, 2.5 gig to 10 gigabyte service, offering symmetrical uplink and downlink speed. Because we highlight the symmetrical, we see the growing demand of consumers uplink the video because of the popularity of social media in Hong Kong or all over the world. TikTok, YouTube, everybody watching the content and also upload their own video to the network. So it generates a lot of demand in our bandwidth. And also the 4K video become the mainstream, and we see the 8K will coming very soon. And also a lot of cloud application. And the COVID has accelerated all this application and the network demand. So we see there's a need for higher bandwidth for our consumers and also higher revenue potential. For some professional users or gamers, they need dedicated bandwidth. So we have 2.1000 gigabytes and 4 times 1,000 megabytes for them to choose. We provide dedicated downstream bandwidth and also individual public IP address for home office, entertainment, or game. And Wi-Fi, we have different options of Wi-Fi we can talk about in the later slide. So earlier this year, we launched our 2.5 gig service to the market. So when we first launched the service, not many consumers believed they had the need of 2.5 gig at home. So we showcase at a home, modern home, about 1,000 square feet, 4 or 5 family members. We showcase different applications that they are using or they may use in the near future to show that why they need 2.5 gigs. So the diagram show that at this home, in this home, maybe your daughter or your son actively engage in their social media. This is very common. They will, of course, watch a lot of video from YouTube, Facebook, IG, and also they will be a KOL themselves. They upload a lot of videos. So this consumes a lot of bandwidth. And because of the popularity of the IoT devices, I believe many homes has installed a lot of connected devices like smart air conditioner, controller, and smart fan, dehumidifier, or your doorbell also connected to the network. So as you install so many devices, you don't know you're already consuming the bandwidth, upload and download. And also, of course, when you are watching the pay TV or the OTT in the living room, you're also consuming bandwidth. So in this case, in the diagram, you show that we already consume over 2,000 megabytes in this modern home. So when the people, when our consumers see this diagram, and they are more convinced that they need it. So we are quite successful to launch 2.5 gig earlier this year. And we are able to increase 50%, on average, like 30% of ARPU for them to upgrade from 1 gig to 2.5 gig. So this is a value for money because for 30% uplift of ARPU, you can increase 1.5 times of your bandwidth. So this is, I think, our future and also help us to increase our ARPU this year and next year. And thanks to Huawei, we are able to launch a new Huawei all-in-one ONT. This is helping us to upgrade our consumers from 1 gig to higher bandwidth service. Once we install this ONT can help us, they do have multi-port from broadband and our pay TV service. They also provide 1 gig to 10 gig speed. And we don't need any field service on-site installation after we install this model. That means it is future bulletproof. And whenever consumer calls us, want to upgrade the bandwidth, then we can do it instantly at the back end. So this is zero-touch zero-touch service. And with this, we are able to do bandwidth on demand in future. So you can imagine whenever there is a party at their home, they want to increase their bandwidth from 2.5 gig to 5 gig. We are able to do that with a call. So I think I would highly recommend this model to everyone. On Wi-Fi, we have different options for consumers in Hong Kong. So a typical size of the apartment in Hong Kong is not big. It's about ranging from 300 square feet to maybe the biggest 4,000 or 5,000 square feet. But on average, about 600 square feet. So mostly they will use the Wi-Fi routers. But for a bigger house, we introduce a new solution, fiber to the room. Because when you want to ensure very smooth, seamless, and reliable Wi-Fi speed, so fiber to the room helps us to lay the fiber along the wall or ceiling of the house to reach every room. We install different routers in different rooms using the fiber, so we ensure 1,000 megabytes access in every corner of the room. So another traditional solution is mesh Wi-Fi. Of course, the advantage is we don't need to lay a cable or fiber inside the house, and consumers still have a good access of the Wi-Fi signal. But of course, there are interference between different routers or upstairs or downstairs. We have different mesh Wi-Fi routers for our consumer to choose. And in Hong Kong, not every consumer is tech savvy. They may not know where to put the Wi-Fi router to ensure the best signal. And they don't know how to assign the different devices in different channels. So we offer this service to the consumers so that we put the router in the best position and put different devices in different channels to minimize the interference, to ensure the best in-home connectivity. And we do charge a service for those installation or the setting. And also we do have a maintenance service as well. So this also helps us to maintain our ARPU. So we have a range of routers from Wi-Fi 5 to Wi-Fi 6E because different bandwidths have different requirements. For copper, we do offer Wi-Fi 5. For 2.5 gig, I think Wi-Fi 6E can fully unleash the potential of 2.5 gig bandwidth. So because we are a corporate operator, so when we sell the service, we will bundle different services together. We have a super bundle for the broadband, fixed line, now TV, the entertainment, and also the mobile. But the most common case, we sell 2 service bundle. For some cases, we can sell the corporate bundle. Leveraging our mass consumer penetration in Hong Kong and our penetration in different residential estates. So we also launched the Smart Living Home Solutions in Hong Kong in B2B level and B2C level. B2B is more successful one because before the consumers move in, we already have a deal with the developers and install different smart solutions, depends on their budget at home. So when people move in, they already got the smart air conditioning control or curtain or lighting control. Depends on the size of the apartments and also whether the developers want to spend in that area. So we have a pretty good successful cases in Hong Kong with the leading residential developers. The most common IoT solutions is the lighting and air conditioning control and also the video doorbell. And in recent years, the EV is getting more popular in Hong Kong, so we spin off another service, Smart Charge EV charging solutions. And in Hong Kong, most of us live in a big housing estates and with hundreds of car parks. And because of the number of car parks, it's not easy to install the EV charging facilities, and no one wants to invest. So we have a role to play. So we invest in the EV charging facilities, and like the broadband, we install the fiber, and then we rent the EV charging facilities to all those EV drivers. So not 100% got the EV. Those who have EV are willing to rent the service from us. So this is another future revenue stream and future revenue business for HKT. So all of this are helping us to sustain our ARPU, also win the awards of Broadband Telecom Company of the Year in Hong Kong. And also we got the Infrastructure Initiative of the Year Hong Kong in 2023, thanks to Asian Telecom. So last, I would like to share the most recent TV campaign of TV 2.5 gig service earlier this year. Enjoy.
Andy Warhol 曾經講過 ，In the future, everyone will be world famous for 15 minutes. Internet 嘅出現應驗咗呢句説話。響資訊高速流通嘅今日，一切都變得有可能。3年前，你可以想像人人都 work from home 咩？佢又會唔會想像到自己會係 Mirror 嘅其中一份子？今日嘅 AI 又可唔可以幫佢哋作曲填詞呢？ James Webb 太空望遠鏡令人類可以睇得更遠、更清晰。Web 3.0亦改變緊我哋嘅生活。NFT、Crypto、元宇宙會唔會繼續擴大？一切改變都好似喺一瞬間發生。由3 Mac 去到10 G， 網上行就係不斷改變，應對世界嘅轉變。Your Navigation Navigator。而家1000 Mac 指定客戶專享每月額外98蚊，升級去2500 Mac， 即打28881888查詢。
Thank you to Mr. Derek Choi from HKT. Now, the word collaboration is something that has been echoing over the past 2 days, both between governments, private sector, academia, and more. Now, up next, we have our last speaker, but definitely not our least, Mr. Richard Jang, president of Huawei Optical Business Product Line. He will talk about innovative network architecture that will help us move towards a more intelligent world. Welcome on stage.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Jin. Very glad to see you here today. Actually, today we have two Richard. The first, Richard Liu, is in charge of marketing and technical sales in Huawei. I am Richard Jin. I look after optical business unit in Huawei. Therefore, today my topic is bring F5.5G to reality. Since ETSI released the F5G standard in 2020, global optical industry developed very, very fast. Till now, Giga users have reached 108 million, and 32 million 10G ports, more than 100 networks with 400G, and 28,000 rodent sites have been deployed worldwide. And if we see the industry and the industry ecosystem and the standard has already reached a consensus on F5G evolution. Last year, ETSI released the F5G Advanced and Beyond white paper. UBB5, World Broadband Association, released the roadmap for the next generation broadband development. And the industry has already made great efforts in F5.5G practice and innovation. 10 million FTTR users till the end of this year. Almost 50 G PON trials. Let's just know from the Finland operators, Lumira shared the information. More than 30 metro pooling WDM and near 30 800G networks have been achieved. Optical network development is always driven by new traffic from hot services in different periods. We notice that there are three driving forces behind. First, video. Second, broadband experience. The third one is intelligence. Video became a key service of broadband around 10 years ago. However, today, video still, take more than 80% of home traffic and is still continuously moving to high definition 4K, 8K, interactive video, AR, and VR. That's drive home broadband bandwidth upgrading from 10 megabits, 100 megabits, and to the gigabits. Now, with rapid development of smart home, Wi-Fi coverage is becoming the base of digital life. Lots of users are willing to pay for better Wi-Fi experience. In our forecast, till 2025, smart home devices will increase from around 10 to more than 100. Devices moving at home require stable Wi-Fi connection. Now, home traffic is extending to study, bedroom, and kitchen, 80% already out of living room. At the same time, better experience, especially Wi-Fi experience, is always critical. People want zero wait, zero dizzy, and zero delay. All that require bandwidth higher than giga. Latency less than 10 milliseconds, and roaming handover less than 20 milliseconds. This year, ChatGPT and AI large model changed people's mind about intelligence. New AI is bringing two impacts to ICT industry. Firstly, AIGC upgrades from text and natural language to pictures and videos. It will produce 1,000 times content each year and bring 100 times traffic to operators' network. Secondly, industry is transforming from digital to intelligent. With deterministic connection to data center, AI can be applied in thousands of industry scenarios. As a result, operator networks should be DC-centric architecture, 100 times capacity, such as ubiquitous 10 Gbps access and 520 millisecond latency for different scenarios applications. Based on three driving forces, here we propose three phases all optical target architecture for F5.5G. The first phase focuses on video requirement, FTTH, and 3D mesh backbone solutions achieve all optical coverage and 100 megabps home bandwidth to support no freezing video. The second phase focuses on experience. FTTR 10G PON, 400G backbone are needed to achieve end-to-end all optical connection, provide 1 gigabps experience to every room, to every corner. The third phase focuses on computing. Home, enterprise, and cloud will have computer-like work mechanism. All optical computing network with 10 Gbps everywhere, providing home bus and cloud bus, supporting very high efficient computing and intelligent applications in the future. In phase one, most of operators embrace FMC, fixed mobile convergence, like a lot of operators having done before, including IIS. A lot of operators initially they only have mobile business, but they started the fixed FMC strategy, and they achieved successful and revenue increased because of the fixed business. The downlink is upgrade to 100 mega to 100 mega. In this phase, full series of AirPoint solution has been deployed more than 80,000 sites in the world. Because of the very, very good advantages, including the very short time to market, construction, and very cost-effective, this AirPoint solution has already accelerated FTTH construction. The backbone network should be 3D mesh and 400G ready for zero congestion. OTN should be deployed to metro aggregation layer for zero video freezing. In this phase, FlexPON, DQODN, and high-performance 400G are the key technologies. All of them have been deployed in large scale. Here, I'd like to introduce to you our latest innovation on FlexPON and DQODN. Huawei's FlexPON Plus provide a PON Turbo solution. PON Turbo solution, because the standard PON only is standard, but our solution is innovative the turbo solution. It can support the real 10G BPS payload, 10G BPS. This technology is very suitable for the campus application, enterprise applications. Another black technology we call dual class D module. This technology can double 10G PON port density to 32. The industry level is only 16. So how can we achieve this? The reason is in a very small size, like this pluggable SIP ports, the industry can only put one PON port into this module. However, Huawei, because we have our own optical chipset capability, we can manufacture our optical chipset and we can manufacture our optical module. Therefore, Huawei can combine the two PON ports inside in one smart SIP modules. Another black technology is we call DQODN, digitalized quick ODN. With fiber errors can achieve the resource management and digitalize the passive optical part, the ODN part. This technology is the big innovation in the world. Since we launched our DQODN solution 2 years ago, all the customers really like this solution. However, the only concern is the cost is still high. This year, we reduced the fiber errors cost by 50% to support you to massively deploy it. Fiber is the material which can naturally provide large capacity, low latency, and high reliability. So, for phase 2, end-to-end optical network can help to guarantee premium user experience. FTTR extend the fiber to room together with 10G PON to access, provide a stable gigabit Wi-Fi coverage. Metro pooling WDM extend OTN to CO with 400G to backbone, provide one-hop optical connection. Actually, if you see this slide, from the access part, fiber to the room, it can provide gigabit services. We use the 10G PON to access 100G OTN to CO and 400G to backbone. 10G, 10G, 100G, 400G. If we see the technology point of view, very simple and very easy to be remembered. When you build your network, just follow this structure. In this phase, FTTR, metro pooling WDM, and intelligent operation and maintenance are the key solutions. All of them have plenty of commercial cases. The first, Huawei FTTR, upgrade to C1 1.5 architecture and upgrade Wi-Fi 6 to Wi-Fi 7 this year. By this, it can achieve 3G BPS. Last year, 1G BPS. This year, 3G BPS Wi-Fi. Just now, our operators has already shared they have the plan, or have already launched the package more than 1 giga. This is very suitable for you. The second benefit is 30% less latency and double concurrent IoT quantity to 256 to support your future smart home solution. AirPlus WM. Last year in UBB forum, last year's UBB forum in Bangkok, I launched the AirPlus WM solution. Only 1 year passed, more than 30 commercial applications in the world. I would like to say AirPlus WM is the most important innovation of WM in the past 20 years because it can reduce the network cost dramatically for the metro area. This year, new version with mini WSS can be compatible with existing network and reduce the capex further. FG-OTN is the next generation OTN standard defined in ITU-T. FG means fine granularity. Fine granularity means small granularity. It can support 10 megabps granularity scheduling and decrease the latency by 30%. The FG-OTN standard will be released in November this year. That means when you consider to build the new OT network, you can consider this new standard. Based on Huawei Pangu large model, intelligent premium broadband enhanced home Wi-Fi experience, it can improve marketing insight success rate from 3% to 10%. Yesterday, one customer from Middle East told me, after they deployed our iMaster NCE solution, the marketing insight success rate actually can reach 30%. I was very surprised, and also I was very happy because with this solution we can help our customer. This system is open and can manage third-party ONT and AP. Yeah, that means this system not only can manage Huawei ONT, Huawei FDDR, but also can manage others ONT, the existing network ONT and AP. Intelligent Transport Digital Map is to simplify OT operation. It can provide multi-layer visualization and shorten time to market from week to day. Its survival simulation can support 5-9 network availability. The root cause analysis simplify troubleshooting to 1 fault, 1 click. That support network straight to L4 ADN. In phase 3, network infrastructure will be computing-oriented. Its center, network, and users' devices will form a structure similar to CPU, bus, accessories. Therefore, we propose all optical bus-level connection, including home bus and cloud bus. Home bus with FDDR will upgrade to integrate connectivity, computing, storage, and Wi-Fi sensing. It can provide 10 Gbps bus speed, which is much higher than the PCIe inside the server. It can also support automatic discovery, connect and play for IoT devices. The cloud bus need 50 GPON and 800G OTN. 50 GPON is backward compatible with GPON and 10 GPON, like our friends have already mentioned in the previous slide. OTN network should upgrade from 400G to 800G between data centers and go to 1.6 terabit in the future. Huawei 50 GPON support symmetric bandwidth. The uplink capability is 4 times of industry. 4 times of industry, the uplink capability. That means it's very suitable for the office applications and even the factory applications. Meanwhile, end-to-end hard slicing can provide different SLA. Bandwidth can be guaranteed, and the latency can also be guaranteed. Huawei Super 800G supports innovative nonlinear compensation algorithm. It achieves a 20% longer transmission distance with the COSA 5-in-1 encapsulation technology. What's this black technology? Because Huawei, we can design our optical chip site, and also we have our own manufacturer, optical chipset manufacturer. We can manufacture our own chipset. Therefore, we integrate 5 optical chipset into one component. By this way, it can reduce the connection penalty by 90%. Because we have this optical chipset capability, therefore we extend our technology into other industry, including the car. Currently, in the intelligent car, we have already used our SIM technology, our core technology, into the car for the head-up display and the intelligent car light. Now, I would like to launch a DC-oriented next-generation OTN Kepler platform. In all optical computing phase, OTN must support huge traffic and can be implemented in data center. Huawei new Kepler platform is the industry's first DC-oriented product. And you can see the name, Kepler. Kepler telescope is very famous because we use Kepler telescope to watch the space. That means it can support more than 10 years evolution. It's a future-proof solution for the future network. For capacity, Huawei dual 3D architecture enhances the single stop rack capacity to more than 100 terabit, which is 4 times higher than industry. For green, Kepler platform support AC power supply model and front to rear airflow design, same as servers in data center. Therefore, and also we use some innovative diamond copper material enhance the heat dissipation efficiency. Finally, we can decrease the power consumption to 0.1 watt per gigabit and reduce PUE, power usage efficiency, to 1.2. 1.2, you can imagine this is the transmission equipment. PUE can reach 1.2. You can save a lot of power energy. For intelligence, Huawei firstly introduced a built-in OPU, optical processing unit. This technology can shorten the duration of optical parameters collection and processing from second to millisecond, greatly improve the O&M efficiency. Let's draw a conclusion. We can see 100 megabit changes the content, 1 gigabit is changing broadband experience, and 10 gigabit will change the society. Different operators may be at a different business developing stage. They need to build up the most suitable network for either video, broadband experience, or intelligence. Those 3 phases of optical target architecture will evolve in parallel. Operators should have clear long-term evolution strategies. Huawei will provide the most advanced, most innovative, and the most competitive solution that can support you to evolve your network smoothly and to support your business success. Let's work together to build a future-proof network infrastructure to accelerate F5.5G development and straight to intelligent world together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Richard. What a closing keynote for us that definitely sets the scene of what the theme of this conference has been about. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, those of you joining us physically and those of you with us digitally, I want to thank you for being with us for the past 2 days, for your interactions and enthusiasm. So to conclude with some remarks here, what are some takeaways? Well, 10 Gbps city is definitely a dream being realized, and it is done by icons like yourselves that are paving the way of making that come true. Today, we have learned from leading carriers and the best practices that they have, and we're taking so much with us to our own business, to the industry, so that we can keep growing and evolving together. Now that concludes this forum's keynote speeches. For those of you joining us digitally, I would like to thank you for tuning in for the past 2 days with us.